Searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Short dark hair, but those eyes so bright. They look into my soul.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another week of Scheananigans. I am here in NYC, and I've got my boy Gibson back with me in the studio. How we doing?
Happy to be here.
Thanks for being here.
I love a late night recording with you.
This is like the last time.
I'm telling you, it's Scheananigans after dark, people.
Right?
It's happening.
Except I'm just drinking water right now.
Yeah,
but last time I full face of glam 9-10 p.m. podcast, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm better at night after a red eye flight and no sleep.
It's the New York way, you know.
Yeah.
You fit it in somewhere.
Hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of your posts over the weekend. I saw your family holds an annual fundraiser.
Yeah.
Is it for pediatric cancer?
Yeah, so my brother had cancer
Okay.
when he was in 6th grade. He's been healthy for 20 years.
Good.
But after that, we started a fund called the GoBo Fund, which helps families of patients at the place where he was treated at Georgetown Hospital.
Oh.
And it really helps pay for like everything else, like transportation, bills, so that they don't have as much to worry about as
That's
their kids. Yeah,
amazing.
so gobogo.org.
We'll put that in the description,
Yeah, exactly.
too.
Yeah, we had a huge party. We have a party every year. It's like a big theme party, and we just like go all out. to raise money.
Fun.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite theme?
Oh my God. So like growing up when I was in like middle school and high school, like I would just like work the door and check people in.
Yeah.
We had a Jersey one, like back when like Jersey Shore was huge. And we
Uh-huh.
just like
I
we
was
were
thinking,
dressed
like,
in
football
Guido.
jerseys.
Yeah, I probably had like some trucker hat, like bathing suit situation going on. Yeah, it's a fun event we do.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking
Awesome.
about it.
Yeah, of course. So this week I'm here for the Page 6 Virtual
Yes.
Reality Awards. Are you going?
I'm not sure. I might be going on a date instead.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to fit it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I love Danny and Evan. They're the
Yes,
best.
I love them. I've known Evan since I think probably like 2014, like really early Vanderpump days, and I've just like always loved
Because he was
supporting
Hollywood
him.
Reporter before, right? Or he was doing other stuff
Was
before.
it? Yeah, I mean,
don't
I
know.
feel like
Yeah,
he's done
he's hopped
several
around.
different things, and I just anytime I would see him on the carpet, he's someone though who gets me in trouble because I'm
Those boys
so
will get you in
comfortable
trouble.
talking to
Right,
him,
right.
And I'm like, you're my friend, but then I'm like, wait, hold on, job, and the separation, it's kind of hard for me sometimes, but yeah, I'm like, shit, I could get in trouble with you.
Yeah, and also they're 2-on-1, so it's like it's more energy, but they're the best.
Yeah. I do realize, though, when I do Friends podcast, because I didn't really do podcast other than my own for the last couple of years. And
Smart.
then because then when I do Friends podcast, like Gia, I've known her forever, I get in trouble. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a little
Okay,
bit.
I figured.
Yeah. So how was your day today? What did you do?
My day today, well, last night I went to the Demi Lovato paper magazine party. Which
Oh,
was
is that what
at the-
Meredith was at?
Yes, and
Okay.
I ran into Meredith.
I saw her tonight,
I saw
actually.
Meredith running with Demi.
Yes.
And then right after that, I saw Meredith. She was like, that's my new bestie. And I was like...
Iconic.
Iconic. She played 4 songs to the new album. It was like really lit,
What?
honestly. Yes. It was very fun. She didn't perform. It was like a lit DJ
That's so
situation.
cool.
It was really cool. And so I had a late night last night, so I had a slow start to my day this
Yes,
morning.
nice. I saw Meredith at a fashion show earlier.
Oh, fun.
And then I saw Ramona. She was sitting across from me. And I was like, hold on. Is that the one Jack supposedly slept with?
I think that was
Or was it-
Sonia?
I
maybe? Or maybe
I
it was
didn't
Ramona.
know. I
don't
was like,
know,
wait, was it
actually.
Sonia or was it Ramona? And then I was
Ramona
like,
did get, I mean, she
it
was
was like
on the
in
show for a while, divorced, and so she was single.
Chicago or something. Like he had an appearance.
Oh my God.
It was forever ago, but right when I saw her, that just like flashed.
It's
And I was
also
like, was
funny
it you
'cause
or
I
was
feel
it the
like
other one?
If you're sitting also like sort of between Meredith and Ramona, it's kind of like past and present kind of vibes of Housewives.
Right,
You know?
totally
it's kind of
is.
interesting. Yeah.
I wonder how like the past wives feel, you know, about all the new ones.
I interviewed Luann recently.
Uh-huh.
And I think they feel some type of way. I think they're very much entitled to
Mm-hmm.
feel that way, especially because like the show didn't go that well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they were kind of effed over. But also
Yeah.
like they like, especially Luann, she has so much going on and she's like done a good job at continuing it. But
Mm-hmm.
you have to believe they feel.
I mean, yeah.
I would feel a type of way.
I haven't felt that way yet, but like I could totally feel that way
Right.
when season 12 airs because I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Right, right. Have you heard anything about that?
Only from the girls I'm friends with who are on the show.
Oh, you're friends with people on the show.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of them I've been friends with since probably like season 6 or 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's worked at the restaurant for a really long
Genuinely.
time. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I had my show in Vegas in 2018, her and her then boyfriend were out there, came to my show. I brought them on stage. And so we've been friends for so many years. And then one of the girls who's like her best friend, I met maybe a year and a half ago. And then just from like, I mean, whenever I'm at Craig's, I usually will pop into Sir and say hi to Guillermo. I'm like, I'm right here. It feels like a sin to not go in and say hi. So the last time I was there, I was talking to her. She's one of the bartenders.
Oh, fun.
And she was like, can I ask you for advice and this and that? And I was like, get a good lawyer. I will give you a phone number. That's like, I'm giving out my lawyer's number to like all the new reality people. I'm just like, if she can't help you, someone at the firm can. Get a lawyer. Do not sign a contract without having a lawyer like we all did back in the day because we're like, we're going to be famous.
Right. Oh, my God. No.
No money? Okay. $5,000. We think we're rich and...
You're paying it forward by giving that advice.
Yes, exactly. I was asked tonight at the fashion show what's advice you would have for new people coming into reality TV. And I was like, have a good lawyer, have a good therapist, and stay out of the comment section.
That's the 3 tenets of
Yeah.
being a reality star.
Definitely. Wait, wasn't Meredith also on your podcast this week?
She was. And actually, right before I came here, I posted a clip where she basically says that, like, because I love her and Lisa together.
Yeah.
I didn't like when they were fighting. They're like better as a duo to me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, she was talking about how, they basically I think it sounds like they sort of made a pact that was like, we're not going to let people break us apart anymore. Like, we're better together. Let's not do that again. And she didn't say any names in the clip that I posted, but then Heather Gay is in the comments saying 100% BS. Meredith just commented before we started recording that was like, I don't need your approval of my thoughts. So they're not wasting any time jumping into the
when
Salt
does
Lake
it
City
air?
Right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
As
Well,
we
shit.
speak.
I'm gonna have to watch it tomorrow then on my Peacock.
Yeah. Well, you have a leisurely morning ahead of you.
Yes,
So
totally.
Pre-berries.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it came back so soon.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't watch live TV like we used to as much, and see the commercials, I forget unless I see it on social media. I'm like, wait, oh, it's back.
Yeah, they're back, and the premiere is they don't waste any time. They just don't waste any time.
Wow.
They just like
Have you seen
I
the
saw
premiere?
the premiere.
Already?
Yeah, they go on an RV trip.
Oh.
That Mary and Angie planned for some reason. But obviously hijinks ensue. Lisa's not there. She's not in the premiere.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think she had a business thing that was going on or something. But she's not in the premiere.
her
And
contract wasn't done.
And they talk a lot about her. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's kind of how it kicks off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of Salt Lake City, I haven't seen this yet, but I heard about it. Did you see the Dunkin' commercial with Jen and Ben Affleck?
Yes, I did.
Okay, tell me about it, because I've been hearing about it all day, but I just have not seen
So
it
obviously
yet.
Ben Affleck's like the king of Dunkin'. He's done all the commercials for them. There's a commercial that came out today or yesterday. Jen Affleck goes to the counter and she's like, they basically call her like the bargain Affleck. And and it's actually great because she's totally making fun of herself.
Yeah.
Like it's totally like self-deprecating.
I love that.
And basically she goes on this whole spiel, like goes off about Ben Affleck, and then it cuts to him in the drive-thru, like through the window, like listening to all of this. And he's like, really? Like, really? And it's weird because they don't film anything together. So it kind of feels like they filmed it separately. But I heard they did. But I also heard they met. So I don't know. I'm like, missed opportunity to not have them side by side.
Right.
But kudos to her for like having a sense of humor about
That's
it
amazing.
and leaning in on the joke. The one thing I was thinking about though was like, don't Mormons not drink coffee? So I'm like, that's like a whole thing, right? They don't drink caffeine.
Yeah.
So she's drinking an iced coffee, but it's probably not iced coffee. But you're...
Okay, but there's something about it. I forget. I think Jesse, he was Demi. Maybe it was Demi. They were telling me that it's not the caffeine, because caffeine in soda is okay. It's something about, I think, it being hot. Like a hot drink.
Oh, so they can have iced coffee then, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
There was something, I feel like, around like a temperature thing.
Because on the show, it's always like, we don't drink coffee, we don't drink whatever. But
yeah, but then they have their sodas with coffee creamer, and it's like...
right.
Same. So maybe iced coffee is okay.
When you were there, did you have those sodas?
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever...
Is that good?
I mean, it actually is really good. The Dirty Dr. Pepper, like I love a Diet Dr. Pepper and just a hint of coconut cream and lime.
Okay.
It's so good. Like
I really want to try it.
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything that I've tried there, I'm like, okay. One of them, it was like a Diet Coke with something, and it was just like a glorified Diet Coke. I think we got like lime and whatever else, but the Dirty Dr. Pepper, yeah. And whenever I go to Salt Lake and I'm at Jesse's salon, she has the whole soda machine and a drink menu in the back.
Stop.
So you can like, oh, I want the demi or I want the this, and
She has a good operation there.
yeah.
Doesn't she?
Oh my God, that salon is amazing.
I remember on the show there was like the wall of like all the extensions. I was like, wow.
Yeah, the warehouse in the back, it is massive. It's like a Home Depot for hair. Crazy.
And that's heaven for some people. So
Yeah. No,
Good for her.
literally. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break and then we'll be right back. All right, y'all already know how much I love Wayfair because I talk about it on this podcast all of the time. And that's because my house is basically fully furnished from Wayfair. From the swivel chairs when you walk in my house to artwork, my bed, our outdoor patio furniture, the list goes on. And as summer winds down, it's time to get back into a routine you love with Wayfair. They have everything you need from bedding and linens to storage solutions for every room in the house. Wayfair is your one-stop shop. If you're looking to, maybe refresh your workspace with desks, bookcases, and office chairs for way less, definitely check out Wayfair. We have our chair in the office, the desk, like literally something from Wayfair in every room of our house. You need stuff for your kids' rooms. You can refresh, get them excited about the new school year, kitchen essentials for weeknight dinners. We love to do a homemade pasta night. Basically, there's something for every style and every home, no matter your space or budget. Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your home goals with endless inspiration for every space and budget. The best part, it's free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. Like, you can't beat that. Find all of your must-haves from furniture and decor to appliances and cookware, all in one convenient place, and get organized, refreshed, and back to routine for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. All right, and we are back. How was that break?
Fabulous.
Time
of my life with you every time.
I love it. No, you're always my go-to person because every podcast we do, I have so much fun with you.
The best.
Yeah.
Wait, so I listened to Kiki on the show last week.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked about it on my podcast where I was like, none of it makes sense. I'm just sort of like, there's no reason that that theory could make sense about you telling her.
Oh, right.
But obviously the world has responded, but I feel like I haven't seen Teddi or Tamara respond to what you guys were talking about on the show last week.
No.
Have you heard from them?
Well, I called Tamara the day that I heard it, and she was like whitewater rafting or something. And so she's like, let me call you when I get back to the hotel. And I was like, okay. And then I never heard from her. And then like the next day, I didn't hear from her. And I was recording another episode with Farrah from Teen Mom.
Right.
And when we were there, I was like, okay, well, look, if all of this stuff is already coming out and I'm here recording right now, why don't we just redo the Jax hole and put that in the episode? Because like, I obviously do not want to bother Teddi with anything. And I said that to Tamara when I reached out to her. I was like, hey, please give me a call. I don't want to bother Teddi with this. And she said, yeah. And then she didn't call. So yes, I did talk about it on my podcast because you talked about it on yours.
You would have your right to.
But that's the frustrating thing for me is like one of the things I've always loved so much about Teddi is her whole brand of accountability. And I'm like, that's kind of all I'm asking for here. Like, I know she is literally fighting for her life right now. I'm not trying to fight her. She's someone I consider a friend and have for several years. Same with Tamara. That's what I hate when it's like the Tamara versus Gretchen, because I'm like, I love you both, but it's like, I hear you, but then I'm like, oh, interesting perspective. And so with this, I'm just like, hey, who said this? So of course I'm going to assume it was Tamara, and it's just convenient she's not on the episode and like has Teddi do the dirty work.
Sure.
But then I'm like, was it Tamra or was it someone else? I don't know. So I'm asking them about it. I text both of them in a group chat because I'm like, okay, now several days have gone by and I haven't heard from either of you. And Tamra was like, why would I reach out to you when you did an emergency podcast and didn't even wait for me to call you back? And I'm like, I did not do an emergency podcast. I was recording another podcast like 2 days later, hadn't heard from you. So I re-recorded my Jaxhole. Wasn't an emergency podcast. Yeah. And then Teddi responded and said she was under the weather and that this was just very silly in the big scheme of things and she was over it. And I was like, okay, I hope you, like, obviously first, well wishes always. I keep that woman in my prayers on the reg.
We all do.
And so I was just like, I'm so sorry, you know, you're not feeling well. But then I'm like, but also like Tamra, like in the big scheme of things, like it's not silly to me when I'm literally being defamed. Like that is the definition of what y'all did on the podcast when you said a lie about me and have now not retracted that and taken accountability. That's all I'm asking for is where did it come from? Maybe it was just on some blog and it was like, oh, well, I saw on Reddit, Scheana, you know, I'm like, I'm just asking where it came from. Right. And we've had years and years of a friendship and you can't give me that. You're just going to lie about me.
So after she was like, why should I call you back?
Yeah.
You explained, she didn't explain.
Then it's been crickets in the group chat and I haven't heard from her.
Got it.
And isn't it so weird that this is like how we respond with some of our friends? We do a fucking podcast and they do a podcast.
It is playing out in public, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel like on the show, Tamra has said that she heard from a journalist directly who had heard it from Kiki directly in the moment, basically. Like in real time, it sounds like it kind of came out to her. So I don't know why your name is thrown. I mean, I can sense why, but I don't know where that came from.
Right.
And I agree, like for you, you were dragged into this completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
And you should be allowed to defend yourself or clear your name.
Yeah, and it's just like another thing where, I mean, take my own advice, stay out of the comment section. But I was just looking at what people were saying because I was thinking people were gonna be like, fuck Katie, she's a liar, da-da-da. So I did go into the comment section and it was like, of course Scheana's trying to do this. She's so desperate. She's trying to stay relevant, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
And I think as a public figure, you should respond to those things.
Yeah.
Not to everything, but that was a big thing, especially because it has to do with something that's playing out on a current show. And there's new developments every single week.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I also think that people are so used to me being a people pleaser and me allowing people to walk all over me and don't realize that 40-year-old Scheana has a newfound confidence as a New York Times bestseller and I'm not going to put up with your shit. So, but it's defamation and I'm not okay with that.
Dialing it all the way back, I just don't believe Kiki is lying about
she
heard this from.
She's not.
So I think a lot of noise is being put around this.
Yeah.
Because I think that Katie's telling the truth on a lot of other things, but I think that she did tell Kiki this.
Yes.
And so the more you put out there and sort of conflate the story, then the more confusing it gets from people and the more that I think that she can get away with saying that she did not tell Kiki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, I'm not on y'all's show. I shouldn't be a storyline on your show when I'm not on it. So why are you throwing me into a storyline and talking about me on a podcast?
Well, that's the show's problem this season. There's too many people being dragged into the show.
Yeah.
They have a big cast of capable housewives. Yeah. They have a good cast. It's like there's too many other people being brought into this. And yeah, it's that Nene thing. Now why am I in it? You know? It's like...
No, literally. And Katie's like, oh, I'm going to die on that hill or whatever. Like the hill of lies, go ahead. I'll die on the hill of truth. How about that? Ugh.
It's really frustrating. Have you talked to Gretchen?
Yeah. She's actually...
Has she spoken out about it?
She did Watch What Happens Live last night. But I was on a plane, so I wasn't able to watch it. But I'm going to see her tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she's still here, so... We will be discussing that tomorrow.
Good.
But as I mentioned earlier, I recorded an episode of Gia Giudice's podcast a few weeks back. Came out last week. But I think when I recorded it, it was sometime around the same time Katie was making comments about my wedding in Mexico or whatever. So her name didn't get brought up on the podcast because Gia forgot what her name was. And then I made an under my breath shady comment that was unnecessary, But I was like, forgettable, you know, because she was like, oh, Ariana and I was like, Katie, and she's like, oh, and I was like, it's okay, forgettable. Like it was shady and rude and uncalled for. It was just unnecessary. My mom was like, Scheana, why? And I'm like, honestly, I did think that would be edited out because it was like a stumble. And if it were my show, I probably would have cut it out. But I guess she left it in because she thought it was funny. She literally laughed. But I feel like with Katie and I, we've had so many ups and downs, but we've also had real friendship at times. And we've had such amazing breakthroughs. And then it's like, one word, and not even that like her and I are cool like hanging out or anything right now, but I'm like one word and then it's like, and it stirs it up, and then she goes on her podcast, and now here I am on my podcast, because this is how we fucking communicate.
Exactly.
We don't text each other, we don't call each other anymore, we just do an episode
you
of
haven't
our
texted
podcast.
at all.
No.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it's like whenever Katie and I were one-on-one, we were so good, but then when other cast members, other people, production could be involved, I felt like things kind of would go sideways. Her and I did this e.l.f. Cosmetics makeup over makeup like 2 years ago, and I felt like we were in such a good place, and then it was just, you know, it's tough. But I do just want to, because I said something shady, I do want to give her some flowers. She was there for me the night or the day I found the messages between Shay and another woman. She never told production. She never told the press. She, like, even when we weren't on good terms, she always kept those secrets. And she is one of those ride or die, really good friends. And, you know, I strive to be more of that kind of friend. And I'm trying to be better about that and grow and evolve and learn from my mistakes. And this was one of them. It was so unnecessary for me to say that. It was just comfortability with a friend on a podcast, making a joke, as I'm sure she probably has made mean jokes like that about me, but maybe not on a podcast. So that was my bad. But
yeah, I feel like it must be easy to get. You guys have been on camera in such a specific way for so long, and it must be so easy to sort of get dragged back into like that habit. But it does sound like, yeah, there were genuine moments between you guys. Katie seems like a very real, like, kind of no bullshit girl, and that's what I really like about her.
Yeah.
So, but I think it makes sense that like you almost have this habit, like to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you're sitting in a confessional chair. That's what they want.
Yes.
You know,
and she's done that time after time.
I mean, everybody
we
who's
all
done reality
have.
TV
That's
has
the
done
job.
That before, totally.
You know.
But you know.
But I do just want to say that I have a lot of respect for the fact that she, even when we weren't good, was always a good friend, because some of my closest friends, like as of more recently, haven't kept secrets. So it just kind of made me look back on that and be like, damn, you know, you were a good friend.
Right.
And now
Perspective.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Dana had said something too about what I wrote in the book and was like, oh, it wasn't that deep or whatever, like the Coachella kiss. And I don't think I said it was deep in the book. I was deeply trying to hurt my husband is what I was doing. And we were both fucked up, and we've made out many times before. So I didn't say it was deep. But anyway, just wanted to clear that up and address that because I felt like I needed to. Oh, and another thing she said was about that I tried to reach out to her to get her address to send her my book. No. I was never sending Katie Maloney my book. I reached out last year around Christmas because I was sending Dana, Ariana, everyone PR packages from like Smirnoff, and it was this cute holiday box, and I didn't want Katie to be left out. I had sent one to everyone from the show, the Valley and Vanderpump, who was drinking alcohol, and I just wanted to send her one. She never responded. I obviously texted her when her dad passed away, never responded, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to reach out anymore. And yeah, so I wanted to address that because she said that about the book, and it
wasn't the book.
No, I was not trying to send her my book. I sent Dana my book. I sent Ariana my book. I was not sending Katie my book. I know she wouldn't read it. She wouldn't post it. Why would I waste a book on her? But also, she had brought up, I saw on TikTok or something, that production told her they would only film the wedding if she went, and that's why she went. I'm like,
I saw this.
So you're going to tell me on a season when we are like mortal enemies that you chose to come to Mexico so I got my wedding filmed, I'm not buying that. There was no way you did that like for me. Sure, she probably still would have been in the episode if she stayed home. But I'm like, well, from what I was told, it was a budget thing. And the network and production was trying to figure out how the fuck can we make this work with every cast member needing, I don't know, 6, 7 crews, the night crew, like all of that. It was a lot of moving parts. We had to do like a 50 room block, and it was a lot of things. So from what I was told was, no, we want to film it. We're just trying to see how we can make it work. And of course, when they say like, well, what if Katie came? Then yeah, maybe the network was like more open to putting money behind it. But they were always going to film it. And it also, people are probably not going to believe me when I say this, I didn't give a fuck if it was on camera. We were having the wedding no matter what. I didn't know if I was going to even film season 10. The wedding venue was already booked. When I got demoted, I was like, fuck this. Do we even want to go back to this? Like, we're still going to have our wedding. They're not going to have cast for 3-4 days, but not my problem. I genuinely didn't care. I already had my fairy tale wedding on the show. It was a shit show. I wasn't like so excited to do that again. But then they also offered to double my pay for that week. And what I made filming those days covered the entire wedding.
There you go.
So fuck yeah, I took it on camera.
Of course.
But when she said that, I'm like, I'm not calling her a liar. I don't doubt production told her that. But I don't believe for one second that she went, so I got my wedding
like
filmed.
As a favor to you.
As a favor.
Basically. Yeah.
There's no
yeah,
fucking
I mean,
way.
it totally tracks with me that production would tell 2 opposing cast members different things.
Exactly.
You know, because then she'll come in with feeling that way, and you won't come in that. So it makes sense to me that she would be told that, but it doesn't totally make sense. From the logistical.
Yeah, but since that was all addressed on disrespectfully, I felt like we needed to get into the shenanigans of it all.
Respectfully.
Untraditionally, Lala, have you heard? New podcast?
I've heard there's a rebrand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it drops this week.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I liked Give Them Lala. It was very Lala.
Yeah.
I think she just needed a new cover art photo.
Right. I think that she thought the whole name was Giving 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was kind of like what I associate with her brand. But
totally.
You know.
Untraditionally, disrespectfully.
Scheananigansly. How do you turn your name into it?
No, I'm like, I do probably in the new year, I'm going to do a new photo, like not a complete like rebrand. It's still going to be Scheananigans, but I'm blonde in that photo. It was literally a glam.
When was that?
It was a glam photo from 2 summers ago when I was here for like a Smirnoff appearance or something. Priscilla took that photo. And when I changed my hair color, my mom was like, you should just use one of those glam photos. And I was like, that'll be a good like placement holder, because I had the long dark hair and a white outfit I didn't really like in my old podcast photo. And so I just used that, but it was never meant to be like there for this long. So I'm like, okay, maybe new year, new me. I start with like some new cover art, but it's always going to be Scheananigans.
That was the summer that there was a Vanderpump Rules watch party.
Oh, you know what? It might have.
You performed Good as Gold.
It might have been that. It was probably that. I wasn't doing Smirnoff
yet. I wore my T-shirt that said "Sandwiches over Sandoval."
Yes, that was the exact hair I had. I was in that pink jumpsuit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I had pink lips, and that's my podcast cover art photo. Yeah. Jack's hole for the week. I mean, I could make it me, to be honest, because I didn't need to be rude when I was discussing Katie on Gia's podcast. But, you know, I do want to be better. I'm not trying to bring shit to people's doorsteps. I'm sure that it wasn't fun for Katie to wake up that morning to a headline saying, Scheana Shay calls Katie Maloney forgettable. Like, I could not believe that a little, like, under my breath joke to my friend that was left in the podcast. I get it. I said it. I have to be accountable. But I can't believe that made a headline. I was like, oh my God, Scheana, like, come on. It just, lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
But that's what I'm like, this is why I don't do podcasts with my friends, because I'm too comfortable. It gets me in trouble. Mm-hmm. It's like me and Bryce Sander every time on a red carpet. I'm like, I'll tell you everything. What do you want to know?
Bryce is good at getting that out of you
I saw Kelty at the airport last night. Probably told her way too much. I was like, confidential, right? Off the record? But I could also give the Jack's hole to the 2 T's in a podcast until they
retract.
Yeah, take some accountability. But anything else you want to add? Any housewives predictions for the rest of OC, Salt Lake? Then what comes back next?
Potomac is in October.
Okay.
They just announced, they put out a little teaser for Ladies of London reboot.
Oh, right.
So I think they always time it with BravoCon, right? So it's like.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Yay.
Yes, I'm going to be there. Always just the craziest time.
What do you think about the wife swap show?
You know what? Okay, I think it looks really cute and I'm excited for it. But when they first announced it, I thought that they would be switching with each other's husbands, like or like going to each other's houses,
like housewife to housewife,
like Melissa at Emily's house.
Right.
Emily, I thought that's how it was going to be, but they're doing it with like quote unquote normies.
Yeah.
Which is still going to be great.
Totally. But I would like that.
Exactly. That would have been, I think, a little bit more like tangible for the fans.
Maybe that'll be season 2 though, because look at Traitors. The first year it was like celebrities versus civilians, and then they're like, we don't need the civilians, we don't need the normies.
Because there are so many crossovers there that could happen that could be really great.
That would be so good.
Yeah.
So do we think Jersey is done like for good?
I don't think so. I feel like they were focusing on Rhode Island,
oh,
which
that's
is supposed to
right.
be Jersey vibes.
Yeah.
And Dolores is like involved in that somehow. I don't know how, but she's been like definitely spotted filming. And
Ashley I is on it, right?
Ashley I is on it from The Bachelor.
I love that.
Yep. Which is like one of those things where it's like this came out this week for something. Oh, like Robin and Giselle got themselves in trouble with some of the new people on Atlanta because they're from Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives. And I thought it was always the thing about Snooki, like we're not putting Snooki on Jersey Housewives because she's Jersey Shore, and like they don't like to bring other reality people in. But now they're clearly being a little bit more lenient with that.
Because it's like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not just do, if people's contracts are up and you can hop on another network, like why not do more crossovers?
And Ashley I's a huge star, and she hasn't been on TV in a while.
She was iconic on that show with her eyelashes and crying.
Yes, the eyelash.
I literally she had this like giant caboodle thing that you open it up and it had lights in it, and I was like, if Ashley I has that, I want that.
I love it.
And I bought it when I lived in Vegas. Like that was how I got ready, was this like giant caboodle with
those are
lights.
the early influencer days of the reality star.
Literally.
Like, that was prime Bachelor time.
So good. I don't even watch it anymore. Do you still watch it?
No, but I'm gonna watch Taylor Frankie Fall.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding? Like that was the smartest thing they could have ever done.
It's gonna be
oh my god, and
good.
she's such a good reality star. Like,
she's amazing.
Yeah, and it's like I think the feedback has been, is she really ready for like, finding a husband again, because she has so much work to do on herself? But it's like, who are you to say that, random person on the internet?
Yeah.
And second of all, like, she's just good at this, and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And I haven't been invested in The Bachelor or Bachelorette in years.
I haven't either. The last I think I watched was a bit of Charity season. And I kind of just fell off at that time of year. And
it's no shade. I just like couldn't do it anymore.
No, and they're all so fucking young. And like, are you really trying to find love?
And Taylor's 31.
You're 22.
Right, totally.
Yeah.
So have you met Taylor before?
Yeah, she did my podcast.
Oh, she did your podcast
last year.
Okay.
I saw the show before they ever saw the show because they sent press and everyone the screeners, and so I'm interviewing her and she's like, sorry, I haven't seen it yet, what was in it? And I was like, oh my god, I binged it last night and this morning, so I know everything, and they hadn't seen it at all. It was her and Macy.
They're churning that show out. Season 3 of that comes out too.
I know. I was just talking to Demi. I'm gonna see Jessie tomorrow. I'm like,
oh, she's in New York.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
The tea is
the
piping.
Tea is piping hot.
Well, thank you all for listening. Thank you, Gibson, for joining me yet again in the studio. Make sure to listen to Gabbing with Gib wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you haven't gotten your copy of My Good Side book yet, the New York Times bestseller, go to mygoodsidebook.com.